Every year, millions of people make the same mistake. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect opportunity, the perfect amount of money, or even the perfect plan, but the perfect motivation. And somehow that perfect moment, it never arrives. And 5 years pass, 10 years pass, and they look back and they wonder why their life never changed. And the truth is uncomfortable but powerful. Okay. Most successful people are not winning because they know more. They have more talent or have better luck. They are winning because they started before they felt even ready. And while others were waiting, they were moving. And while others were overthinking, they were learning through action. And if you take only one thing from this video, remember this: progress, it belongs to people who move before they are comfortable, and waiting feels safe, but it is often the most expensive decision you can make. And every day you delay something important, you are paying for that delay with time, opportunity, experience, and growth. And the scary part is that most people never notice the cost before it arrives slowly. They think they're standing still, but in reality, they're moving backwards while the world keeps moving forwards. Think about every goal you've ever had: starting a business, getting healthier. That's my goal right now. Learning a skill, saving money, creating content. Another goal. Going back to school, fixing relationships, or chasing a dream. None of those goals became easier because someone waited. They became easier because someone started, and action starts that clarity. Waiting creates the anxiety, and one of the biggest lies people tell themselves is that they need more motivation. Motivation is great when it shows up, but is one of the least reliable forces in life. Motivation comes and goes based on your mood, energy level, environment, and circumstances. Discipline is what carries people across the finish line, and the people who succeed are not constantly motivated. They're simply learn how to act even when they do not feel like it. They understand that feelings are temporary, but habits are powerful. And if you only work towards your goals when you feel inspired, you're putting yourself in the hands of your emotions. Winners, they build the systems instead. They create routines that move them forward, whether they feel excited or not. And another reason why people stay stuck is the fear of failure. Nobody likes failing. Nobody enjoys looking foolish or making mistakes, but failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. And every successful person you admire has failed more times than most people realize. And the difference is they treated failure as their feedback instead of a final verdict. They learned something, they adjusted, they kept moving. They imagine trying to learn how to ride a bicycle without ever failing. It would be impossible. The same principle applies to almost every goal in life. Mistakes are not proof that you should stop. They're the proof you are actually doing something. And many people, they spend years planning instead of executing because planning feels productive. Research feels productive. Watching videos feels productive, and they are if you're watching mine. Reading books, that feels productive. But information without that action, it changes nothing. Knowledge becomes valuable only when it is applied. You can read 100 books about fitness, but your health will not improve until you exercise. You can watch hundreds of videos about money, but your finances will not change until you make the different changes and the decisions. You can learn everything about starting a business, but no income appears until you actually begin. There's a point where preparation becomes procrastination wearing a disguise. Another major obstacle is the perfectionism. Perfectionism sounds like a strength, but it often acts like a prison. People tell themselves they're waiting until everything is perfect, and the reality is perfection does not exist. Every project, goal, and achievement starts out messy. And the first edited video is awkward, and the first workout is difficult, and the first business idea is imperfect, and the first attempt usually falls short. And that is normal. Excellence grows through repetition, not through waiting. And the people who become exceptional are usually the people willing to be average at first. They understand that improvement happens during the process, not before it. Time is one of the most valuable resources you have, and it's one of the things you can never earn back. Money can be recovered. Opportunities can sometimes return. Lost time is gone forever. That's why waiting carries such a heavy cost. Every day you postpone action is a day that could have been spent learning, improving, building, and growing. Small actions repeated consistently produce incredible results over time. A single workout will not transform your body. A single dollar saved will not create wealth. A single video will not build a successful channel. But repeated over months and years, those small actions, they create the outcomes that seem extraordinary. And success often looks sudden from the outside, but it's usually the results of thousands of small decisions made consistently over time. The good news is that you do not need a massive breakthrough to start winning. You do not need more talent. You do not need more perfect conditions. You do not need everyone to believe in you. Most of the time, you simply need to take the next step. Focus on what you can do today, not next year, not next month, today. Ask yourself one question: what is the smartest action I can take right now that moves me closer to my goals? Then do it. The action may seem insignificant, but momentum is powerful. And once you start moving, the next step becomes easier than the next, than the next. And before long, you've created progress that once felt impossible. Momentum solves problems that motivation never can. And many people underestimate the power of consistency because consistency is boring. It's not flashy. It's not exciting. It rarely goes viral, but consistency, it wins. Showing up repeatedly when nobody's watching is what separates dreamers from achievers, and the person who practices the skill every day eventually outperforms the person waiting for perfect inspirations. The people who invest, they steadily often beats the person searching for a magical shortcut. The person who takes action every day eventually creates opportunity that others never experience. Winning is rarely about one giant moment. It's usually about a series of small choices made correctly over and over again. And if you're waiting for a sign, this is it right now. Stop waiting for the confidence because confidence comes from action. Stop waiting for certainty because certainty rarely arrives before you begin. Stop waiting for permission because nobody's coming to hand you the life you want. Stop waiting for the perfect opportunity because opportunities are often created, not found. The future you want is built through the actions you take today. Every successful person was once a beginner. Every expert was once inexperienced, and every achievement started with a decision to begin. And the gap between where you are and where you want to be is not closed by wishing, planning, hoping, or waiting. It's closed by action. Start imperfectly, start scared, start uncertain. Just start. Because the people who win are not the ones who wait. They're the people who move. And the moment you stop waiting is the moment you finally start winning. Thanks for watching today's video. If you enjoyed today's video or found any value in today's video, please subscribe. We're looking to build a subscription base here and actually do something here on YouTube. Without you, we can't do that. And I want to see you on the next one because we're looking to change things here in this world. I'd like to see more positivity as much as I possibly can. I have my moments too. But let's start changing for the positive. That subscription would be appreciated. I hope you have a good day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.